guys, welcome to another weekly vlog in my life. Today I am kind of rushing through the intro portion of this video because we are heading to Peter Luger tonight for a friend's birthday dinner. Neither of us have been to Peter Luger before. I think it's a pretty famous or well-known steakhouse here in Brooklyn, specifically in South Brooklyn. I don't think they have another location, but we're very excited because we haven't spent a birthday with this friend in a very long time. So really fun. A bunch of people are gonna be there and we're really excited. So I wanted to show you my little outfit. I'm gonna be honest, if you can't tell by my voice, I'm a little under the weather at the moment. So this was truly the best that I could do. This is an old Zara jacket that I got last fall. It's one of those like bubble sleeve situations. I just have a white tank top underneath because I know I'm gonna get hot. I just feel it in my bones. And if I stay cold, I'll just leave the jacket on. And then for my jeans, these are, I think called like the bubble jeans from Frame. They're very cute. They're kind of like a barrel jean, but they're a little bit more straight at the bottom. And then to match the green in my sweater, I've got my green suede Chanel flats that I bought in Athens. And I'm not even gonna bring a bag because why? Sometimes you just don't need a bag. I'm gonna throw some lip gloss in my pocket and my phone, and that's it. Wait, Jared, do you wanna come show what you're wearing? Let's see the fit. Oh, we're kind of matching.
Yeah.
Wait, cute.
Like green tones.
I hear incredible things about the hamburger at Peter Luger, so I'm very excited to try that out. Jared's probably gonna get like a steak frites.
I feel like you gotta get this like filet mignon at a place like this, no?
Maybe.
Like at a like well-known steakhouse.
Well, a burger is red meat.
I'm sure the burger's good.
It's not like I'm getting like the spaghetti.
I'll have chicken fingers and fries for you, don't worry.
You're so annoying.
We'll get you
I'm gonna take you along to Peter Luger and I will give you my hamburger review. Good morning. I woke up kind of early this morning because I had a ton to do, but I just wanted to quickly mention that the Cosmos at Peter Luger were so delicious. I had 2 of them. I'm kind of paying the price for that right now as I sit here with Gigi and my heating pad because I'm also on my period. The joys of womanhood. But it was so much fun. I highly recommend going if you're going with like a big group or you have people in town that you want to like kind of impress. It was such a cool vibe. I used to live very close nearby and I can't believe that was the first time I've ever been. It's so weird. What do you think, Gigi? But I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I am a little sick. I have like some sort of like sinus situation, and that kind of prompted me to turn the camera on because I kind of want to talk about burnout and the impending doom that is upon me and the burnout that I have been feeling. Now, I have done so much travel this year. Last year, 2024, we got married, so we didn't do a ton of traveling then, and I wanted to make it a big push for this year to travel a ton because it is like what makes me happy. If I'm being honest, like I love buying myself nice things. Sure, I am a Capricorn after all, but the thing that I love to spend my money on is like experience and travel. My dad was an army brat or an Air Force brat, sorry. So he grew up in England. My dad's side of the family, they're all English. And he used to tell me all these stories about like going to France for the weekend or like going to Portugal with his friends and traveling all around Europe and doing all sorts of things like that. And it inspired me so much as a kid, which is why I love travel so much. And I love just like spending money on experiences. That being said, I've done a ton of travel because we didn't do any last year. And I had this opportunity to work with Expedia for the year. And I also got an opportunity to work with Virgin Voyages. So that being said, it's been a lot of back to back travel. And I'm sort of feeling the repercussions from that now. I think living in New York, it's so easy just to be like, yeah, it's like a 4-hour flight from here. Or yeah, like we can get to JFK, like we can literally go to anywhere in the world. Like we're so lucky to have the ability to just like jet off at any moment. For example, I was working with the hotel in Jamaica last week, as you guys saw in my Jamaica vlog, and that was so fun. And it's like a 3.5-hour flight from New York. It's really not that big of a deal. And when you're planning it out, it's like, oh, it's a 3-hour flight, and like, and what? Like that's nothing until you're like on the flight, you're up early, and you know, you get home and you have like all these things to do. You have to unpack, you have to clean, you have to like whatever. All this to say, I'm so grateful. Like, oh my God, so beyond grateful for everything that I've been able to do this year. I say this all the time, that if you would have told me or shown me the life that I'm living 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would be so thrilled and so excited, and I am still. Like the amount of gratitude that I feel every day is like very, very high. I'm so grateful. Sorry if my camera keeps shifting. It's doing this like weird thing. But I am getting to a point where I am so exhausted, and I think that's where this like sinus thing comes into play, because I never get sick. And I think, well, yes, it's like the time of year, but I think I'm just like running on fumes a little bit. And we're going on another trip next week. I think it's like some sort of like self-harm at this point. Like I'm just like saying yes to everything. But again, so grateful, and like this is like what I love, but we're getting towards the end of the year and I'm like, oh my God, I have not been home enough this year, and I'm feeling it in my body. And I think this is like the case for not just an influencer or a travel content creator or any content creator for that matter. I think it's the case for everyone. Everyone hits burnout at some point, whether you're working a corporate job, you're working for yourself, you're a stay-at-home mom, or you're a student. Anyone can feel the repercussions of a burnout, and it's so important to take time. And this is me like trying to take my own advice. It is so important to take time and just relax. And I think it's harder than it looks to relax, for me at least. I sometimes sit here and I feel guilty. I'm like, oh, I could be filming this, or oh, I could be editing. I could be answering emails right now. I could be, I don't know, on the phone with my grandma or my mom. I could catch up with my friends. And I think it's important to take a step back and think about like what it's like doing to your body. For example, this is not sponsored, but my Aura ring has been telling me that I have been showing signs of stress every day for like too many hours out of the day. Like I think the other day I had 8.5 hours of stress on my body, and some stress is good. Some stress obviously is not. And it's hard to tell at this point because I'm so tired and like burnt out a little bit that it's like, I don't know if it's good stress or bad stress. That being said, I don't know, I'm like on a tangent right now, but I am going to try and prioritize relaxation in 2025 or 2026. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that, 2026. That doesn't even seem real. Let me back up. 2024, my year of the word was celebratory because we were getting married and I had a lot of events around that, and I had a harder time celebrating myself and being the center of attention. I love to like lift other people up. I feel sort of uncomfortable when the center of attention is on myself. So I wanted to make sure that that was the word of the year. I was going to try and celebrate myself as much as possible. And obviously Jared too, because you know, he was also there at the wedding. But 2025, my year was like, yes, I was saying yes to everything. I would go on day trips. I would go on little weekend trips. If someone needed something last minute, I was there. If someone needed a rush piece of content, I was like, I got you. Let me do it real quick. I was just saying, yeah, I've said yes to everything. And I think my word for 2026, and this is subject to change, but this is just popping into my head. I think the word of the year will be, let's see, relaxation doesn't feel right, but maybe like restoration. Is that a word? Or restore? Maybe restorative is the word, because that's what my Aura ring says. Like when I've like been reading for a while, it'll be like, wow, you've hit your like restorative goal. So maybe that's my goal for 2026 is just like rest, relaxation, restoration, all of the R's that can help me be a less stressed person. Anyway, I'm really sorry I went on that tangent. I don't know. I'm hitting a point where I think I need to prioritize myself and my brain and my body a little bit more than I am currently. Yeah. following me in the back like a creep. But we got some coffee, a coffee shop called Victoria that I love. It's on North 7th in Bedford, right next to Sweet Chick. So delicious. And then we just sat at the park for a little bit, enjoyed the sunshine. It's like one of the most beautiful days. And I'm testing out a new format of my outfit videos on my digital camera that I'm filming this on with my mic. So that's what we're doing for the day, and gonna go back to my apartment and probably film some Pinterest videos because I've been having so much fun doing those, and it's a really fun format for me. It's different for me, and I'm having the best time doing it. Hey guys, the last thing that I filmed was being outside and going for a walk yesterday, and then I got home and just completely crashed. I canceled all of my events this week. I have just been just trying to recover, and I know I spoke about a little bit about the burnout and the sinus infection of it all and yada yada, but yesterday just going for a little walk, doing the small tasks, like the small errands that I've been meaning to go to, like the post office, and I had to pick up a prescription, and I had to go and do a return, like all of these things, like these small little things that just pile up. It felt really nice to just be back in Brooklyn and doing all of that. Anyway, today I'm feeling much better. Honesty circle, I had a small breakdown this morning, super small breakdown this morning, but we're feeling much better. We're on the mend, and I'm even more excited because today I'm going to film with Kelly Grace May, who we all know and love. I've done her podcast before, A Very Nice Day with Kelly Grace May. I think that was in the winter or spring, and so now we're doing a little comeback tour for her season 2. She texted me last night that I am the first returning guest aside from her sister. So I'm very excited about that. I think that's really cool, and I'm really excited to gab with her all day. And this is what I'm wearing. If the jacket looks familiar, it's because I wore it the other night to dinner when I had my friend's birthday party. It's from Zara. It's like a little bubble. I actually have it in gray too, and I was thinking about wearing it in gray, but I think I want to wear my Chanel flats, the green ones, and this jacket just matches perfectly with the flats. And before I turned the camera on, I was just kind of sitting at my desk because I'm trying to practice sitting with these jeans on. They're the Still Here jeans that I've also been wearing since I got them last weekend. They're so comfortable, but sometimes, with new jeans, they can be a little tight around the stomach, if you know what I mean. So I was just kind of sitting here and looking at the button fly and making sure it's not going to pop open or anything. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm going to take you along to the studio. The one thing I do remember from the last time filming with her is that the lighting is so good. I'm about to look like a supermodel. Hi guys, I am home from the podcast with Kelly. It was so fun. We were just gabbing about, honestly, I have no idea because it went by like this. All of a sudden, her producer was like, hey, we're at an hour. And we were like, wait, what? We are just getting started. But I think we're gonna do a part 3. I love being on her podcast. It's so fun, and she's just the best. I did eat dinner already. It's so early. It's 8 o'clock. I ate dinner probably at 6:30. And now I'm feeling excited because I got a frame in the mail, and I got some new artwork this weekend while Paige was in town. We went to this store that's in South Williamsburg called Leaf, L-E-I-F, and it's a really cute home goods store. I previously have gotten napkins there. I've gotten ornaments and candles, and a lot of my glassware is from Leaf. Let me grab you one of them because it's one of my favorite glasses. These glasses that I have are from that brand. I just think everything they have is really great and substantial. And I got some artwork that I want to hang on this wall. If you've ever watched my videos, you're probably like, why is this wall so bland? And that's because I don't know what to put here. We've lived here for now a little over a year. Actually, yeah, 13, 14 months maybe, almost 14 months. And I still don't know what to do with this wall. But I did get inspired by Lucy Williams. And if you don't know who Lucy Williams is, I'm about to put you on to the coolest of cool girls. A few years ago, I was scrolling on YouTube and I found Lucy Williams. I believe she's just a writer, interior kind of girl in London. And she did I can't remember what the what the show was called, but it was sort of like an architectural digest, but like the British version. And her home was just so cool, and I really have taken so much inspo from her. And there was this one image where she had 2 pieces of artwork, 2 sconces, and it was like really beautiful. And so I thought to myself, wow, what a great huge big wall to put 2 pieces of artwork and 2 sconces. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. And honestly, so much of like home decor and that sort of vibe is trial and error. For example, this like gallery wall I've got going on is definitely not the final iteration, and it probably won't be the final iteration for a very long time. So you just kind of have to keep moving things around, and that's what we're gonna do. I did pick up these 2 pieces of artwork, like I said, from Leaf. 2 cats and some hands on this one. This one is a bunch of pears. If you don't know, I have a pear tattoo right here. I love pears. Not to be so like Rick Ross about it, but I have a tattoo for my grandma who is still with us. We used to steal pears from her like neighbor. She had a pear tree and we would eat pears all the time. So I love pears. I associate them with my grandma who I love so much. So these 2 pieces of artwork are gonna go on that wall. So I ordered 2 frames and only one got delivered. So we're gonna hang one tonight, or at least get the party rolling and see if it looks good. I have not ordered any sconces because, again, I don't know if this is actually the vibe I wanna go for. At first I was thinking about doing like a different sort of cabinet than the one we've got going on right now, but that seems like a lot of hassle. So this was my next move. Oh, I forgot to mention that the posters are from the Poster Club. I'll put their little info right here. So I'm sure you could order them online too. Okay, remove peel. Okay, there's like a strange peel that I have to take off of this. Let's do the pears first. I feel like that's more impactful. Oh, there's another peel. What the hell? Why are so many peels? All right, so I'm gonna be so for real. These are extremely cheap frames that I got on Amazon, and cheap they feel. Okay. Oh, it looks so cute though. Let me take off the additional. Okay, this is such a cheap frame. Here we go. It looks so cute. There is a little bit of a weird gap happening at the bottom, but honestly, that's none of my business. No one's ever gonna notice that. I'm thinking about putting them right here, side by side. I think that's so cute, especially because you can see it in my mirror right here. Okay, let's start hammering at 8 p.m. One thing about me is I'm just gonna hang things based on vibes, and you can always put another hole in the wall. Like, that's totally fine. That looks great. And it'll look so cute with the other one next to it, like right here. Yeah, perfect. Yay! I also feel like Pablo is the only cat in the world that would just kind of like hang out while I hammered a wall. I love it even more, like I said, because you can see it in this mirror. So cute. Love that. Love it so much. But I have one other thing to show you. Also at Leaf, I bought this really cute plate. It's like a miniature, gorgeous plate. I probably could eat off of it, but I'm not going to. It's a little rooster, and roosters have no real significance to me other than I was born in the year of the rooster. I think they call it by another name that I don't know if I can say on YouTube. So that's why I got this. Jared and I were both actually the year of the rooster. I do want to hang this up, but for the meantime, I put it on this little like plate holder thing that you guys have seen before. And what was there previously was this plate that I put above the TV. Yeah, I'm watching Caroline Winkler on YouTube. I love her. But yeah, I really like that up there, and I want to fill in some other things on the top. Maybe I'll get like 2 other plates, or, you know, some bigger pieces of artwork. Who knows? I just want to like futz with the wall a little bit. I want to kind of just like make things a little different. So I might just like time lapse you and mix this all up. I don't know if I like what I did. This side's looking pretty good-ish. No, something still feels off. Why do I low-key want to start over? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I like those 2 with this. I like that. I like that. Maybe that's kind of cool and geometric. I also have this frame of the horse I just don't want anymore. So we're gonna put this frame of a cat that I got while I was in Greece. Kind of looks like Gigi, or Pablo, kind of not, but that's what we're gonna try and do right now. And it's so hard because some of these frames that come like with prints in them are so difficult to get back together. After some moving around, this is what it's looking like. I think I need to move that middle frame a little to the left. And I'm like okay with this side. I'm like fine with it. However, this side, something is just not right. And I don't know how to really fix that. I've been trying to move things around and I don't know. So I'm going to leave it alone for now because I'm getting frustrated and I don't want that energy when I'm going to bed. Hi guys. If I'm going to be real with you, I took the last few days and kind of like sat with the gallery wall and I decided that I really, really enjoy this side because it has the same tones. You can see like there's wood, but then there's also some green, there's some yellow in there, and I really like that. However, the other side of the fireplace is like a little too random for me. It's a little too random. It has no like rhyme or reason. And at first I thought that's like what I wanted. And I think I'm kind of getting sick of it. I think I'm gonna have to shift some things around. That's not gonna happen in this vlog. That's gonna be like maybe a November journey for me. Cause right now I'm like, I can't even look at it. I can't even look at it. But anyway, today was very chill. Let me just catch you up. I had a shoot with Ursula for Aerie, which I'm so excited. The pictures came out so cute, at least like from seeing them on her camera. So I cannot wait to see how they look. And we took some really special shots with Pablo here at the apartment. So it should be very, very cute. And now I'm gonna go get ready because we're going to a basketball game tonight. We're gonna go see the Knicks and the Celtics play. And I just realized that I spilled tomato soup on my shirt. So let's go change. Something I didn't film for you today was a quick 20-minute cleanup of my closet room because boy, did I need it. This place was a wreck. And I'm getting ready to go to London next week. So I'm like simultaneously trying to clean up, but also make piles. But it's also like, I could use the stuff that I'm using in London. It's very different when you're like packing and you're going on a warm trip, but it's cold here, then it's like, you don't need any of these dresses. But like, I'm having a harder time putting together outfits for London. What was I doing? No idea. Oh, getting dressed. Okay, what do people wear to a basketball game when you don't care about the teams? Pinterest. This is like a sneak peek into my life where I make content around like what I'm wearing from Pinterest, but like I'm actually IRL using Pinterest because like I don't know what to wear. Basketball game outfit inspo. Honestly, it doesn't even matter what I wear if I'm gonna be so for real with you. Well, game outfit casual. Yeah, okay. I think what I'm gonna do is like a white tee, not this white tee because it's got tomato soup on it, and jeans and maybe a pair of loafers. Classic combination. Okay, let's see what jeans we're feeling tonight. I think I'm gonna wear the same Still Here jeans that I've been wearing every single day this week because they just work. These are the childhood jeans. They're incredible, like so good. I also feel like I kind of have to wear white or black because I don't have any stake in the teams that are playing, and it's the Celtics and the Knicks. Like, while I should say I'm I should say like I'm rooting for the Knicks, but Jared's from Boston, so it's like, what do I do there? I'm gonna put a black belt with some gold hardware. Cute, cute. And maybe I'll wear a black t-shirt instead of a white tee. I feel like a huge issue on why I'm not feeling like the best is because I'm not wearing anything on my lips, and sometimes like my lips just like kind of fade into my skin and it drives me nuts. My friend Rudy came out with this lip stain. This is the Bitten Juice lip stain in raspberry jam. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna put this all over my lips. I don't know if you're necessarily supposed to do the entire lip or just as a liner. You could probably do both, but I've been doing the entire lip. And it is like a marker, so sometimes you just gotta like shake it up. I think it might be time for me to get a little little upgrade on my lip filler. And then I'm gonna use the Kevyn Aucoin lip gloss in the shade Drita, just to lighten it up a little bit. It looks like so uneven on camera, but in the mirror, it doesn't look uneven. Maybe it's the lighting, I don't know. You know, when you're just getting ready and you're like I'm so tired and nothing is like hitting the way you want it to hit. Like earlier today, I was like, damn, my hair is having such a good day. I love my outfits that I was shooting in. And now that like I have to go back out, I'm like, I don't want to. I just want to like put on PJs, and now I'm wearing tight jeans again. And I think that's like messing with my psyche. I'm really trying to like pull myself out of it. So yeah, I guess I'm trying really hard. But this is what we're landing on for right now. This is the first iteration. I don't think we have very much time until we have to leave. So this is probably gonna be it. Black tee, still here jeans, gold jewelry. I've got some black boots on. These are from Vince Camuto, super cute. And then I'm gonna need a jacket, but I can't wear a color that is specific to the Knicks or the Celtics. So that makes me feel like I should wear just like a black blazer. But is that too formal? Whatever, who cares? No. Okay, this is the black blazer. While I really like this, I don't want to feel like I'm coming from the office or something. You know what I mean? This is supposed to be like a fun little... See, this is what happens. Like, I get into my head and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't wear that. I shouldn't do this. But like, why? I like this outfit, you know? Why can't I wear a blazer to a Knicks game? Right? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Okay, I ultimately decided the blazer might be a little too like work time chic, coming from the office vibe. I think I'm gonna do this black Aritzia sweater that I got last year. It's one of my favorites. I think it might be cashmere. I don't know. I'll put the link in the description. And I feel a lot more comfortable like this. I'm like casual, but I still look cute. This is like way, way, way better for me. And then for a bag, what do? Should we do the Chanel? Should we do the Chanel? That looks pretty cute. I mean, you're supposed to bring like a small bag anyway, so why not? Okay, this is the outfit that we're going with, and this is my final answer because I can't, I just like don't have the energy to keep on switching outfits. You know, I used all the energy I had putting on the jeans, but lucky for you, I am going to take you along to the Knicks game and show you what we get up to. I don't know if I even mentioned this, but this is a surprise to Jared's best friend who you saw in the beginning of the vlog. It's a surprise little date night between his girlfriend and both of us. He has no idea this is happening, so it should be really, really fun. Vlogging in public is so embarrassing. There are so many pedestrians.